Yellow uncle, please publish anonymously. I am in trouble with these ladies. I once worked for one of them as a maid. Now they are involving me in their missions. They are moving from town to town, sucking blood. They mainly want the blood of those who are at period pain. They've been in Johannesburg, they've been in Pretoria, they've been in Cape Town. They are moving, and there are some of them who are out of this country. Some are in Botswana, some are in Zambia, some are in Zimbabwe, some in Malawi. But there's this thing which they don't like. If the person is praying, or if the person put this under the door, they won't attack you. Yellow viewers, welcome once again to another educative episode of African Confessions HD, right here on Extraordinary Africa. My name is Solution Uncle. If you're still new, in this show we publish lifetime confessions. Usually we publish anonymously for their own safety reasons. Listeners, you are feeling you have a story you want to share with someone and you don't have that closest person or relative to share with. Don't commit suicide. Here is the free and fair platform for you. We will hide your identity, so don't be shy, don't be afraid. Simply call us on WhatsApp or text us on +263 775 597 775 +263 775 597 775, or you can contact our PR Fidel Goch at his Gmail account. The email address is on screen. Also, ladies and gentlemen, if you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe so you won't miss future uploads. For those who are subscribed, please check if you already hit the notification bell. Please do this. Please, can you please hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified once we upload. I don't want to continue waste much of your time. Let's go straight into the confessions. Yellow Solution Uncle, please hide my identity when you publish. I am in trouble with this county. They started using me when I moved to town. I moved to town so early. I moved to town when I was still a child. I grew up in a poor background. Both my parents were blind. They came to South Africa seeking for greener pastures. I don't know how they managed to come with that blind status. We grew up relying on begging, moving from this public area to this public area, looking for money. Begging and thanking was something like a slogan to us. We grew up thinking begging is a normal thing, until one day this other man said, "I'll give you, but firstly, I need to sleep with you." That's when I realized it's no longer good for me to remain moving from bus to bus, begging at public areas, at stadiums, because people could take advantage of me. I saw it many times. They were to go and ended up sleeping with my mother in front of me. I thought it was a normal thing. Then mom would say, "Please never tell dad when you return home." They were both blind. Dad could start feeling something might have happened, but that's part of life. So I moved to town so early. I saw this advert. There was a maid needed at this Indian community. I went there. When I arrived there, they started telling me the vacancy is already given to someone. It was something yet because I have to move from the village to the town. We borrowed the money thinking I might start work, then we'll return the money to the people. But I didn't have a cell phone, even though if I could have a cell phone, my parents were not able to use cell phones. My siblings were still young. So I started moving in the streets. I was in the streets for almost a month. Till this person, I begged, "Please, can you please give me a little money so that I can go back home. This is my story. I told you my story. I assisted here, taking groceries to the car. The person felt pity for me and felt it wasn't good for her to leave me there. She told me, let's go together. We went to a place. The person is a very good mansion in Johannesburg. I was there for almost 3 months. She doesn't have kids, but every night she'll be outside of the house. Most of the time, I was to be alone at the house. Everything wasn't good at night. There was weird sounds in the ceiling and on the floor. Sometimes you could see people running, some crying and some laughing. It was a weird place. You could feel it. And most of the time, I dream my parents saying, please, our daughter, come back. We still need you. But I needed to hustle. I needed to take care of them. I remained with that mother. But this other day, he returned in the morning very angry and said, why were you refusing to go with me? Don't you see that we are living? Don't you see that I'm able to give you that food you are eating? Don't you see I'm able to give you that money you are sending back to your parents? Why don't you appreciate? I didn't understand what the lady was trying to say because I was afraid to lose my job. I said, I can go with you anywhere you want me to go with you. From that day, the next morning, she was very happy, but I was feeling pain. I was feeling very dizzy. I was feeling like someone who is coming back from the fields. I was being used at night. For many years, I was working for them. They were able to send money to my parents. Sometimes we could go with the lady. The lady acted like a very good person. My parents liked her. But from that time, I started waking up every morning, very tired, feeling dizzy, feeling not wanting to eat, feeling I sweated a lot over the night. The lady started treating me like a queen, and his business started to grow. She was promoted at work. A lot of things happened to her. But to my family, my siblings started mentally ill. The one went missing. It is said he went to Namibia to play football and never returned. And this is the thing which is affecting me. I am not allowed to go and see my parents. So thinking of this, I thought I should move out of this house. I escaped at the midnight. She wasn't around. And I went to stay at this another cottage in town because I saw a man and I was able to start afresh a new life. I wanted to seek for things to buy and sell so that I can at least be a supportive child of my parents. But it was like I was being monitored. Everything I brought might end up being stolen, or I might eat the profit unwanting. But this is what I'll end up doing. In my dreams, I always dream the lady saying, you won't go anywhere with our money. You won't go anywhere with our blessings. So every morning I'm feeling that dizzy and weak. I will be tired. I went to prophets. The prophets told me that I am being used by my former employer. And for this to be okay, I should go back with the money I take from here. But now I can't afford all this. I'm just a girl from poor background who is no longer working. I was working at that house and now I'm no longer working. So this group of ladies, according to what I manifested in front of the church, they have a mission they were given by their cult. They are moving from city to city. Their plan is to finish the war of South Africa. They want the blood which is on ladies on period pain. This is their mission. They don't know what it is going to be used by their cult, but that's their mission. And a lot of girls who are being connected to the cult are connected via that method. They are using it to connect those ladies to the cult so that they can save the cult. Unknowingly, you might end up doing things you haven't doing for the past years, but just because you are now initiated with the cult, you go there and kill that person. You go there and start prostitution. You go there and plan what is not necessary, or you won't see what your salary is working, something like that. A lot of things is happening. Some are rejecting their long-term husbands. Some are aborting those pregnancies because of that cult. This is what I was manifesting, doing, and they are now about to finish the war of South Africa. After finishing South Africa, they are going to expand. It is said they are already in Zimbabwe, Zambia, Botswana, Namibia, Malawi, Nigeria, Kenya, Ghana, and they are planning to move to more countries. So this is the group I want to expose. I want to expose them because they should no longer use me. I am not part of them. Deep down inside my heart, I want to be a Christian, but this group is using me. Please help me in your prayers. What should I do? I am troubled by these women. I am in trouble. Please publish anonymously. The next confessions are strictly for the people above the age of 18. All viewers below the age are advised not to watch or listen. I need your opinions. I am married with 2 children. One in junior school, now the other is in Form 1. My son is old enough, so when we close, he comes home himself, but we have a driver for my daughter. The primary and junior are at different places. Last week, the driver went for my daughter after school, and she was nowhere to be found. We got very scared. It was around the evening that my husband's cousin brought her home to us. He doesn't stay with us, and he has a quarrel with my husband over family land issues. It was settled, but the two are not close. He said he was passing the school and decided to go for his niece. I asked my daughter, and she said the man roomed with her and took her to places before bringing her home. She was not saying anything more. My husband thinks it's nothing and we should just move on, but I'm not okay with it. My daughter has also become more quiet, and that's not how she is. It is possible the man did something to her. I don't even know what to think, but I don't want to ignore this. The next confession is strictly for the people above the age of 18. All viewers below the age are advised not to watch or listen. I am a 24-year-old lady. For the past 4 years, I've been seeing this married man. I told him I wish he could do me engagement so that I can be a second wife to him, since his wife is not a missus. All indications prove that this man loves me a lot. But anytime I bring the issue of marriage, he ignores it. I did an abortion for him, and I told him this is the first and last time I'll ever do that, so I take pills. He has really set me up in life. I have my own store, and he has rented a place for me. He travels sometimes and takes me alone. He is more into me than his first wife, but I don't know why does he want to make it for official, since he is the polygamous type. Please, an advice. Yellow viewers, thank you for tuning into Extraordinary Africa. I want to give you an update on that person who said you should sacrifice every January. And there's a lot which has happened. He managed to sacrifice all these years, but this year he failed, and January is done. The person said if You call me or text me and you see me not replying, it means then I am no longer alive. So I have been trying the phone. He is not picking up. We don't know what is happening, but I will be updating you. I don't have any number of his relative, but if there is a relative who has tuned in, please, can you please help us? We need to know what is happening that side. Thank you so much. That is our stories. Until we meet again tomorrow. Bye for now. Thank you so much.